What's up, guys? It's your boy Jeff for Dragonite here, and I'm bringing you guys PCL D-League Week 6, not 7, 6, Week 6, as we take on Love and his Atlanta Aerodactyls. We're taking on Love and Atlanta Aerodactyls for Week 6 of the PCL, and I just blanked for a second. I don't even know why. I just blanked. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but shout out to Lantern Joe for recording the video for me, and that's pretty much it. We're 4-1 coming to week 6, and he is 1-4 coming to week 6, and his team is a very scary one as well. He has a time god on his side. He does have Dialga on his side. Let's just go ahead and jump into team builder right away because I do not have much time. I'm very short on time as of right now, so let's go ahead and jump into team builder. His matchup is going to pop up right over here. So first up, we have Scar, our Mega Metagross, Rockin' the Moves, Zen Headbutt, Meteor Mash, Earthquake, Ice Punch with 80 HP, 252 attack, 176 speed with Jolly Nature, and that's to outspeed and max speed Dialga. Next up, we have Colgate, our Zygarde, Rockin' the Yachi Berry, Rockin' the 1000 Arrows, Outrage, Substitute, Dragon Dance, Jolly Nature with 40 HP, 252 attack, 216 speed. That's also to outspeed a Dialga. If he is Scarf Dialga, we do outspeed him at +1, so there's that. Next up, we have a Nova, our Mew with Rockin' the Moonium Z, Rockin' the Moves, Psychic, Earth Power, Roost, U-Turn. This is a max HP, max def for defense. This is more defensive Mew. You know, this Mew is here to check the Dialga. You know, we come in on a Draco, we take 40%, but then once he drops -6% attack, we just roost off all that damage, come back to full, and we'll just 1v1 the Dialga. With Earth Power, we do 2 or 3 core. I don't remember exactly, but 2 core, 3 core. I don't remember exactly. And the U-turn is just for, you know, getting in and out. Next up, we have Jimmy, our Storm Life, rocking the Figgy Berry, Gluttony ability with Return, Earthquake, Curse, Recycle with max HP, 244 speed def, and 32 attack. This set does put in work, you know, that's what again. Next up, we have Clarissa, our Tapu Fini, Rockin' Leftovers with Bold Nature, with Surf, Moonblast, Nature's Menace, Default with max HP, max defense, and 4 speed def. And this is just my check to Megalopolis. So yeah, it's my check to Megalopolis. So you know, I really don't do too well against Megalopolis, so this is my check to it. So it can't come in like a late game, so I have to, like, you know, keep that in check, keep Clarissa healthy, keep Mew healthy, so I just don't get wrecked by Dialga and Megalopolis. So there's that. And last but not least, we have Jonathan, our Pilot Farm, way back again with the Eagle-Eye. Rockin' with Earthquake, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Stealth, Rock with Adamant Nature, Max HP, Max Attack, and 4 speed def. So without anything, as you guys already see, his team is very, very scary. And as you guys already know, Metagross just comes in, just does work. Like Zen Headbutt, Earthquake, Meteor Mash. That's pretty much it. What was it again? I actually just forgot right now. Whoa. Zen Headbutt, Meteor Mash, Earthquake, and Ice Punch. Yeah, so that is set. Just goes in, it kills everything. The only thing that we cannot deal with is the Slowking. So anyway, in our mocks, it didn't really that's what it is. And shout out to Zombie and Aquarius for helping me build and mock this week. We'll just jump in, as you guys see. But before we talk about the battle, anyways, some hindsight. Okay, so we did the battle twice. Okay, so the first time we did the battle, we were like 30 minutes in and we disconnected. I don't know what happened. Something happened with our internet. That happened. So there's that. Second time we played, because we just recreated it and we disconnected again. Basically at the same exact spot where we just caught up to disconnected. So you know, there's that. We were kind of annoyed because this battle took like 2 hours. Well, it wasn't supposed to take that long, but it took 2 hours because we disconnected the first time, and the first time was absolutely insane. So this one basically is just us skipping all the turns, because basically what that was, the very first 30 minutes of the battle was just both of us fighting for positioning. So basically we were just switching in, switching out. Like I'll come in with my Fini, I'll switch out, he's coming with his stuff, Shaman to switch out. You know, we're just switching and switching and switching. Nothing took big damage. The only thing that took big damage was the Pilot Squad. He took like 50%. His Shaman took like 15%, my Mew took like 20%, and everybody else was the same. Basically, essentially that's how it worked. So let's go ahead. As you guys see here, about the Slowking and Thunderous, Dialga, Incineroar, Shaman, and Gliscor. I was very surprised he did not beat a Megalopoly. Well, to be fair, his Megalopoly did not have the best matchup in the world, but it just, you know, it served as a big threat, and the Sylveon 2 did not come. It served as a big threat as well. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, what does he lead? Is it just like a Gliscor lead to get his rocks up? I really don't know what his lead is. It could be Incineroar just to get the Timid up and then you check out. That could be a bulky Shaman. It could be an offensive Shaman. That's probably a nasty plot. Thundurus and that Dialga's not gonna be Choice Scarf, but I'm saying if it is Choice Scarf, I do have answers for it. But it's probably just gonna be like some crazy set, not crazy set, but like, you know, it could put in some work. But I do have this, so I was like, you know what? Let's just get my rocks up. Let's just go ahead and leave a Pilot Swine. Let's just skip this. Let's actually mute this so you guys do not hear that. Actually, you guys still don't even hear it. That's cool. I don't want to hear it. Okay, so that's that. Stop. So that's what we do. I just go ahead and lead off with my Pilot Swine because that's what we did at the very first time we played. So I lead off with Jonathan as he leads off with the Slow King. So I'm like, okay, I saw this. I'm thinking my Rock Set. He should probably go for a Scald and maybe fish for a Burn. So I go ahead and set up my rock. So actually, this game was a long game. I just realized how long this is. 28 minutes. It's a long game. I was trying to make it a fast recording, but I guess not. So he does like around 50% to me. So I'm like, okay, this is not fairly offensive because the offensive would be like 80% to me. So I'm like, okay, this is more like probably a defensive type of thing. So I just come out to my Mew because I'm telling you, we just wasted like next 25 turns. We're just switching in and out. So we just came to this point. This will actually damage went off. He comes into a Shaman because he does lose 15-20% on his Shaman. So I do get my free Psychic off on him, and as he gets his Sleep Flare off on me, because Seed Flare, because my Mew was only like at 80% ish, but then this does like 30%, so we're at like 28% ish. So we're like, that's fine, we just roll with it. So I get the Psychic off. I also do get a little bit more chip on his Shaman, and he gets a little bit more chip on my Mew. So it kind of does even out at the end. So he comes out into his Gliscor as I go out into my Snorlax. I go out to my Snorlax, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I go out to my Snorlax because I don't remember exactly what we're positioning. I got my Snorlax in as he was through his Mew, Shaman, because we were just going back and forth. I was looking Roost, Psychic, things like that. So I caught him switching out. So, and I do get off 2 curses because in the actual game I got 2 free curses off because the first curse was a switch out on the Shaman because I stayed on his Synthesis. That's my free curse. Second curse I got when he missed his Toxic, so that was a big yikes on him. I was very sorry about that Toxic miss. So he just clicks defog 3 times to waste the turns because he did defog off in the actual game. So I also get a free return off on this thing because he only hits me once with an Earthquake. So after I get to +2, I hit him and then he hits me with Earthquake. That's how it actually happened the very first time. And after that, we do get ourselves caught up. We go for a defog once more. Let me just see if we can skip a little bit of this. Actually, yeah, go for the return, and he takes like a lot of damage. And this turn over here, he goes for the Earthquake, and the Earthquake does like 10-15%. If I'm not mistaken, because I'm at +2 attack and +2 defense. So I'm taking, yeah, it doesn't do it. This is like 15% to me anyway. So that's cool with me. Jimmy does come in and pick up his first kill after like a long game. This was at this point it was 30 minutes in. At this point again, the very first time, we're 30 minutes in. We only had 30 minutes left on the timer, and I was already up. And you know, because this is still recreating it, because he comes out to his Incineroar, gave it to -1 attack, right? I guess it's +1 only, and he goes for his knockoff to knock off my Figure Berry, of course, and I just go for an Earthquake, which does 2-KO it. Unfortunately, if I did get an extra curse off +2, I would still O-code it. But you know, it is what it is. And this time I do actually get a higher roll that I pop a berry. The first time I didn't get a high enough roll to pop off the berry, but it doesn't really matter because the second Earthquake it does kill. But if it wasn't for that, if I got the higher roll first time, he could then like swap off and now this is shenanigans, you know, something like that. So as I said, because the first time I did kill his Incineroar, and at this point Jimmy picks up a second kill, and at this point we are all caught up in the actual battle, right? And he comes out to his Dialga, and this is when we actually disconnect the very first game. So we just recreate up to this point. So now we're all finally caught up, and so I'm like, I don't really need to save my Snorlax. Snorlax doesn't really do much because I lost my berry. I can't curse. I can't recycle back up and do the shenanigans. So it just drops his Draco, kills Jimmy. I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. I still have the lead, 5 for the lead. The special attack does drop. I think I just come out into my Mew. I come out to Mew because Mew could 2 or 3 Koei, but in hindsight, I should go with my Zygarde, because Zygarde, all I had to do was just click Dragon Dance, and I just go in, essentially. Like, I get a free Dragon Dance off, come out to this thing, as you guys will see later on, because like this really actually matters, because he told me that if you came through his Zygarde, I was not going to stay in, regardless, so I could just came out to my Zygarde, got a +1 Dragon Dance. He comes into a Slowking, and I could have just clicked Outrage and the 60%, right? That comes to bite me but later on. But all I did is click U-turn, because I know I'm just trying. I already know that he is a Fizz Def variant. For the very first time we battled, I was checking to see if he was Fizz Def or AV or things like that, but he's Fizz Def. So this is my check essentially to this Slowking. I just come in all the time. I click Nature's Madness, I get it down, and I just try to shenanigans like that. So a U-turn now doing like 15% to it. Come with my Feeny. Feeny takes a Scald, he's like 10%, so I'm feeling chilling. Plus recoveries, I take actually 4%. And I missed my first Nature's Madness in this game, and I was really mad, because I was like, bro, why? And he reveals a Psyshock. If I was not Fizz Def, he would have done a lot more damage, so that's really good for me. I'm max defensive. So it does suck that means that he could just get off slack off over here if he wants to, or just go for a Psyshock again, as he does go for the Psyshock. Does damage. I would not take it damage if I did my first Nature's Madness, but you know, it is what it is. I really don't remember what happens much after this. This is actually very long battle. This is actually very stally too. A lot of stall happens. The very first game, I kid you not, for the first 30 turns with just us positioning and stalling each other out basically. So I come out to my Metagross, kind of like, okay, I need to do something. I need to break something. As he goes for a slack off, I knew he was gonna go for slack off. I was like, I need to break something. So I come out to my Metagross. If I had a Thunder Punch, I could have Thunder Punched this thing down, but like I said, it didn't come in my mock. It didn't come against my mock, so I really didn't prep for it too much. You know, I was like, I could deal with it if it does come out. So I just come out to my Metagross, and I think I just go for the Meteor Mash, because I'm fishing for that 20% chance of a +1. Because if I get that, that's decent. That's a sizable amount of damage that I'm doing to him, right? I'm doing about 30% ish. So if I do get a +1 off, the next Meteor Mash will do about like 50%, right? So then at that point, I could just start Zen lifting him too. So yeah, I was trying to fish for that. I didn't get that unfortunately, so I come back to my top of Phoenix. I don't want to get burned, because this thing just sits in front of me and it's a wall. So this time I'm like, dang, this thing just walls me. I should have prepped for this thing, because I just lose to this thing, because he just walls me. If I didn't have the leftovers on my Feeny, then things should have got a lot more worse. I just didn't have an answer for this thing, right? So I think I just go for Nature's Madness right here. No, I actually switch out into my Zygarde. Yes, come out to my Zygarde, because I'm thinking, okay, I have a Yachi Berry. I do live an Ice Beam. If he's holding, I still live the Ice Beam. I can't get burned because I'm in the terrain. I'm gonna click Dragon Dance. I for sure live, and after Dragon Dance, I click Outrage, and Outrage is 60. There's like 65% to it. So I'm like, cool. If I get that much chip, I go with my Metagross. Metagross comes in. It clicks after he dies, of course. I click what's it called? I click Meteor Mash, and that thing goes down. Phenomenal, great, amazing plan. But the thing is, mid game, I totally forgot Misty Terrain halves all Dragon type attack. So, like I said, if I went to Zygarde instead of on the Dialga, I could have got this off, and I could have got a lot more damage off on the Slowking, and it would have probably been dead at this point. So that's that. Colgate does go down, unfortunately, so we're now tied at 4-4, but it's not looking good for me, because this Slowking just walled me. I can't even stall it out, because the Shaman is also Fizz Def too. It's a Fizz Def, it's a stall Shaman with Leech Seed and things like that, right? So he swaps out from this thing, he's come to a Shaman, because that's his check all the time. His Mew check is a Shaman, so I make the read and let's go for the U-turn. I still do big damage anyway. If he wants to switch out, it's cool with me. I just come out to my Metagross, I'm like, okay, let's just go for this Ice Punch, right? I can go for Ice Punch, I'm like, okay, last time I was with Metagross, he swapped out to Slug. That's what he did, right? Last time I played him. First time I played. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go for this, because right over here, this time, he comes out to a Slowking as I go for the Ice Punch, and there's like nothing to this thing. Well, I could have made that reading off as a meteor mash trying to get a +1. I don't know. At this point, I'm just looking for something. I'm just looking for something. I can't afford Scar being burned, because when C gets burned, it's not a good thing. And this is just the loop. I just go for the thing. I go for Nature Madness. C goes for Scald. It's just the same exact loop over here. Yeah, I just keep I go for Nature Madness. He goes for Scald. For Scald, Slack Off, Side Shock, and I just go for Nature Madness and like things like that. That's literally all I'm doing. I don't think I do anything else. So this like next turns, it's just very very stalling. I don't know when I do. No, I don't even come out. So when do I actually even come out? Okay, so after that last Nature's Madness, I'm assuming I come out into my Mew. I think for a Side Shock, I'm not mistaken. No, I go for this because I'm like, he's probably gonna switch out. He's not gonna stay in too much. So I just come out into my Mew on his Shaman, and he does get leftovers recovery, which does suck. So I'm like, okay, I need to try to break with my Mew. I need to just try to break. He goes for Leech and does miss, so that does suck. He got more hacks on his side. I do go for my Psychic cover. Okay, if I win a speed tie, because at this point I'm still thinking that we're speed tying. If I win the speed tie, I go for my Medium Z, and this thing dies, right? This thing just dies, right? But I'm being dumb, and I forgot that throughout the time we were exchanging psychics and things like that, psychics and earth power, psychics, and he was clicking seed flares. He kept off speeding me, and for some reason I thought that it was a speed tie the whole time, but it wasn't. And at this point I was really pissed. I was like, how come I lost the speed tie again? But like 2 or 3 turns later on, I realized like, oh, it was never a speed tie. It just made me stupid because it was a super long game, and it was super draining. So it is what it is. So I'm like, okay, I'm hoping that this Medium Z hits it and it's like a max roll. That's what I need. I need a max roll. Okay, max roll is like 65%. And after that max roll, I click Psychic and this thing dies, right? But then he could just click Synthesis and do that type of shenanigans with his leftovers and stuff like that. So I just go for the Psychic as he goes for his Synthesis because he knows that he could just sit here all day, stall me out because my Psychics are not doing that much. My Psychic does like 40% with a Psychic terrain. So if I had some like special attack investment, like if I wasn't like fully spread depth, if I had like some stuff, I could have taken this Shaman out, but I didn't. So that's what it is. He just comes out to his Slowking because he knows that I can't really do too much to him. I'm not running really much. I'm running Psychic and Earth Power. I don't think I have revealed Earth Power yet, but I can't even like do anything to this thing. I'm running U-Turn and Roost. So it's like I really can't even touch this thing at all. So that is what it is, and I think I just keep spamming Psychic. I'm just hoping for like special attack drops. Maybe a crit. I'm just fishing. At this point, I'm just fishing for a crit or a special attack drop. That's what I'm just trying to do. Cause like things is not working out for me. It's just hey, if Skull finally does burn because it's all gone. The mystery train is gone. If he clicks Skull like 6-7 times. And he's of course gonna get his burn because like he clicked so many times with no burns because of the mystery terrain, but my Synchronize just pops, so he is burned, so that does negate his leftovers, which is a good thing in a way. Good things doesn't get recovery at least, but without slack off. He does, but he could still at least stall me out. So I just pump on like I just didn't know what to do against this thing, because if I had the Thunder Punch instead of like the Meteor Mash, because I had Meteor Mash for the Sylveon. But the Sylveon didn't even come. So if I replace this Meteor Mash with Thunder Punch has like 40% to this thing. He can't Scald. He can't like what's it called? Slack off stall me. He can't really do that. So after he stalled out all of my Psychic terrain, he comes back into a Shaman. I click Earth Power. The one time I click Earth Power, Shaman comes back in. So I could have got it down to like 20% with the Psychic, and no. I don't know. I don't know. He goes for his lead seed and he lands this time. Getting recovery, just being a very stally boy. And I get my Psychic off. He gets it down to that low. So I could have actually not got hit by lead seed if I just went for the Psychic again. But I don't know. I was just trying to save PP. Basically, I was just trying to save PP, I guess. So I think this turn I just U-turn out because I don't want to get hit with more lead seed. Or if I think I click U-turn or I click Roost. I don't remember exactly which one I do. I click Roost actually. Yeah, 'cause I want to stay healthy still. I want to stay healthy because I need to stay healthy so I could take hits from the Dialga. But at this point, it's not looking too good for us. Even though we are tied at 4-4 in bonds, it's not looking great at all. It's not looking great at all. I have a very injured Tapu Fini, like 30%. I have my Mew getting stalled out. My Metagross, he's at like 80%. My Zygarde's dead. Piloswine is at 50%. So it's not really looking too good for me. His Dialga is at full health. His Thundurus is at full health. His Shaman is basically stalling me out. His Slowking is also stalling me out too. So it's like it's not looking great for me. It's not looking great at all for me. So I think this turn I do click the U-turn, right? I don't even know. I think I click Psychic. Maybe. Was it this turn that he just comes out to his Thundurus? Or was it next turn? Well, it doesn't really matter. He comes out to his Thundurus. And he knows that he wins the game from this point. I do go for a Roost because he predicts me going for a Roost again, trying to stay healthy from the Seed Flood damage. So I do that, and I think I just I click U-turn or hard swap out into my Fini. I think that's what I do. Yeah, I just hard swap out into my Fini because Fini not Jonathan, because he still has his Z on him, so I'm like, okay, he probably did like Electrum Z. Probably go for Nasty Plot, so I'm like, okay, if he gets to go for Nasty Plot, I click Ice Shard. This thing takes a lot of damage, and that's good for me, but he goes for Dark Pulse reveals us, so I'm like, okay. At this point, I just kind of just lose. I really don't have much to stop this thing anymore. My Fini is severely weakened. My Mew is severely weakened. My Piloswine is weakened. And Metagross can't really do too much at this point. It can't break the Slowking. If I had the Thunder Punch, I could have broke the Slowking. So all I do is just go for the Stealth Rock. And I was like, let me just get my rocks back up. I'm going to die to this next turn anyways. I don't want to take any unnecessary damage. So Piloswine does go down. So we are down 4-3. So I think I just come out to my Mew, if I recall correctly, or Fini. Which one? Which one is it? It's Fini. It comes out my Fini. Sorry about the dull commentary, but you know I gotta stay a little bit quiet. I have people in my house, so I gotta stay a little bit quiet. You feel me? So I come up to my Fini. I just click Mid Smash. At this point, I just lose. I know I lose. He has a Dialga, full health Dialga. He has a full health Thundurus. He has a Slowking that just keeps stalling me. He has a Slowking and Shaman just keeps stalling me. He had good prep on his part. He knew that he needed to have like insane bulk. And he knew that. And I don't have an electric type, and bulky water types give me a problem already, but I have answers for them. But I don't have an answer for a bulky water type with Regenerator, and that's what Slowking is. So I don't know what to say. I could have prepped better. In hindsight, I could have prepped better. I could have, played better. I just needed some more prep for Slowking. I didn't bring anything for Slowking. I didn't even think it was really coming. But bulky waters are gonna come against me. I don't have an electric type, so it is what it is. I could have even brought Thunderbolt on my Mew instead of U-turn. So I could have brought like Psychic, Earth Power, and Thunderbolt and Roost. I really didn't need U-turn. If I did do that, it could have maybe swung a little bit differently. The game could have probably came out a little bit differently, but you could never tell. You could never tell what would have happened. So my throat is kind of killing me right now too. So that's a yikes. I just come out into my Mew this turn, trying to get some damage off. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. I'm down with Metagross, Mew, and Fini. He goes for the lead seek. That's a perfect plan on his part. Doesn't really matter. He sees anything that wants to come in, or he sees my Fini, and he gets recovery, and he gets chip on mine. He gets 12% chip on my box. So that doesn't matter. So this end is also very stally. He just does that. Comes out to his Dialga against my Mew, and this turn I was really mad because I was like, okay, let me just go for the U-turn. Let me go for U-turn so I get some chip on it. And the second I click U-turn, he was to draw and goes out to his Dialga. I'm like, that's great. My Dialga check is in, and I click U-turn as he comes out into his Dialga. I don't have a check with this anymore, so I had to come out to my Clarissa because that's all I could do. I could have came out to my Metagross, but at this point I don't know if he was scarfed here because he could just scarf himself into like a Fire Blast, and I was like, I don't know if I should have done that, but I should just came out to my Metagross. I should just play aggressive. I was already way deep end, So I should carry my Metagross and just click the Earthquake. But I just come back to my Mew, knowing he's in the scouting for Thunderbolt, even though I knew he didn't have Thunderbolt. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. He actually, I think Dialga does get Earth Power, if I'm not mistaken. So he could have scarfed into Earth Power. That's probably what I was fearing. But I actually just came to my Metagross and clicked an Earthquake because he has a Thunder, so Earthquake was immunity, but like still, like if the Thunder was coming, I just click Ice Punch against it. But if he comes to Slowking too, well, I don't even know. So yeah, he comes out back into Shaman. And this is the same exact process again. With same exact process, my things just die, and I just nothing really happened. There's really nothing. He's all at this point. He's just stalling me out, and I'm just trying to position, trying to kill one more Mon, but I cannot kill him Mon. So then at this point, he finally comes out into his Thunderous, on my Roost, on my Mew. All the other turns were just me clicking Nature's Madness, swapping between Feeny, Mew, clicking U-turn, clicking Psychic, clicking Roost, clicking Nature's Madness. That's basically all that was. That passed like 7 minutes. So he comes out into his Thunders. I know that he has a Dark Pulse, it doesn't matter, and I know he clicked Nasty Plot too. So, and that's what I think what he does over here. If I'm not mistaken, he just clicks Nasty Plot. Yeah, he clicks Nasty Plot. He does have Thunderbolt, so he clicks right here. Yeah, he clicks Thunderbolt. Feeny goes down. Whoa, what's this going on? That's weird. My OBS was just telling me I had like things overheating. I don't know if nothing's overheating. What's going on? But yeah, he gets Thunderbolt off, kills my Feeny, clicks Dark Pulse, kills my Mew, clicks Dark Pulse again, and kills my Metagross. Actually, Mew actually lives. I don't even know how Mew lived, but Mew actually lived. If I kept my Z till this point, I could have popped off my Z and killed one Mon before going down, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So we do drop to Love and his Atlanta Aerodactyls 4-0. So second loss this season, and second loss again is another 4-0. So I'm not even mad that I lost. I'm just mad that I lost by so much. Like, I'm just mad that I couldn't do too much. That I just got stalled out by this thing. And we do lose by 4-0. But also in hindsight, that first match, if we did not disconnect, because at that point I knew it was me a stalling game. Because when the first half an hour went through and I killed 2 Mons only, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a stalling game. So I was thinking at that point, okay, before we got disconnected, I was like, okay, I gotta play safe. I'm up 6-4, right? I'm up 6-4. If I don't sack my last, I'm up 6-4. But if I do sack my last, I'm up 5-4. So I was thinking, let me just play out these last 30 minutes. Let's go to time. I knew at that point, the very first time we're playing, I couldn't break the stall last. I could not break the stream. I just couldn't. I really could not do it. I just could not do it. I don't have the right prep to do it. So I was like, okay, let me bring this down to timer. And I could have easily brought down a timer with the combination of Feeny and Mew. Hell yeah, I could have brought it down to timer. Just keep switching. Roost, Psychic, U-turn, Feeny, Nature's Madness, Moonblast, Surf, come back and switch between the two. I did that for the first 25 minutes. I could have did it for the last 25 minutes. I could have came out to my Metagross like later on to hit something and then come back into my Mew and my Feeny. So I could have also brought this thing to timer if we did not disconnect. But I cannot be too certain to what happens because that's a whole 33 minutes that was left on the timer. So a lot of things could have changed, but I feel like I could have played the game to timer. Even though I don't like drawing out games longer than it has to be, I feel like I really could have done that. So GG's to my guy Luca Boy. GG's to Love. He played phenomenally. He had amazing prep. He knew that Shaman, the combination of Shaman and Slowking just stopped the whole team. He knew it. He knew if I didn't make the right checks to it, he just won the game. So GG's to him. And that's when your boys, the Los Ampharos, drops 4-2. We're sitting pretty high with 4 wins but 2 losses, but 0 differential. Because all 4 of my wins, I have a +3 win, 2 +2 wins, and 1 +1 win. So that's +8. And both my losses are -8. So I'm like +0, 4-2, +0. It sucks. We're still sitting 3rd in our conference. And someone's actually trying to take our 3rd spot. Next week we're playing Alex Cool Rocket, and if he beats us next week, he takes the 3rd spot and third spot for playoffs in Silver Conference. So I need to not lose. Like this game, I have to win so I could still retain my 3rd spot, so I could still be in the playoffs, right? So that's that. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you go down below, smash the like button. If you guys have not subscribed, make sure you guys go do that. If you have any comments, suggestions, or concerns, leave them down below. This has been your boy, Dreadful Dragonite, out. Peace. Later.